Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have the Powerpuff Girls Fun Pack, set number 71343. Also contains 56 pieces, which, fun little Easter egg, all three fun packs from the final wave of Dimensions had 56 pieces, which is just interesting. Cool art of Buttercup on the front, and the actual, stuff included is Buttercup and the Mega Blast Bot, which is an interesting name. There is one interesting thing I want to point out about the packaging, though. Most Dimensions packs, I'm just going to grab Beetlejuice, the box here as an example, have character art on the sides. This one just has an advertisement on, or a warning on both sides in different languages, which I think is really weird, personally, but I'm not going to judge too much. The Mega Blast Bot can be rebuilt into a slamming guitar, which looks kind of cool, and a kapow cannon. Honestly, I think the guitar is the coolest looking of the three, which is rare, for my opinion, to be that, the original build doesn't look the best, but, take a look at the build first, I guess, to continue with that train of thought. It's a robot. It has no posability, which is kind of a shame. You can move this, but, if that even counts. The back just looks awful. There is nothing going on here, really, that is actually meant to look good from the back. I think it's interesting, the design of the legs. I like that, kind of, but even then, not that much. It does have this laser beam coming out of the head, but overall, I just don't think this looks interesting at all. I don't know, maybe it's actually important to Powerpuff Girls or whatever, and maybe I'd get it if I understood Powerpuff Girls, which I don't. Again, apologies for the snow plows, it just snowed, and it might be a little loud in the background here, but I've got to get some videos out, so you're going to have to deal with that. The figure, though, I think, is significantly better, at least in my opinion, and that's mainly due to the interesting design style this has going on here. I don't care for Powerpuff Girls, really. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not really attached to the character. So the figure, I think, though, does do a significant job of being interesting. I like the BAM on the base. I think that looks nice. And the actual figure is very simplistic in design as far as printing, but there's printing on the toes of short legs, which is nice, and she just has a black stripe printed on her green torso, which is technically exclusive but not super special. But this head mold is the cool part, and it's interesting because, she's basically the same height as a regular figure, even though she has short legs, because her head is so big. I think that it looks interesting, though, and I kind of like it. And they did a really good job printing the eyes on there. There is a hole there. I believe that's the right size for like a friend's accessory, which could be interesting. And the actual molding of the head, I think, is the least interesting of the three Powerpuff Girls, but I think since it's one of the more simplistic ones, it's one of the more nice looking ones and less I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, so I'm just going to stop saying that sentence. But overall, I think that this Powerpuff Girls Fun Pack is, again, since it has an exclusive figure, a must-have for anyone who, likes Powerpuff Girls and LEGO. However, the interesting thing is, apparently we're going to be getting 2 Powerpuff Girls sets in 2018. We don't know anything about them yet, and they could be mini-doll sets because they're in that number range, but if they do end up being minifigure sets, and, these Powerpuff Girls figures are reused, then I do kind of think that this will be not a very good pack if the same exact figure ends up getting re-released. But if it stays exclusive, then I do think that it is, a decent value. But if you don't get the game, if you don't have the game and they re-release the figure, I don't think it will be worth getting. And I think that this is one of the less impressive Dimensions packs because of that, from year 2, because most of year 2 had exclusive figures. So, overall, those are my thoughts on this Powerpuff Girls Fun Pack. I don't know if your opinions might be any different, because maybe you guys know a little more about Powerpuff Girls and have a little bit more of an attachment to it. But let me know down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys all later. Bye, everyone.